Hello Tigers, welcome to our weekly roundup. First day of football workouts were yesterday. If you're interested, see Coach Biggs in the weight room after school. There will be a girls volleyball meeting Thursday, February 3rd, starting at 2:30 p.m. in room 5313. The meeting will be to discuss off-season trading, assisting the boys program, beach volleyball opportunities, and girls banquet. Our next blood drive will be next Tuesday, February 8th. Sign-ups will be on Thursday. February 3rd to February 7th, you must be 16 or older, and those who are 16 need to have parent release forms signed. Sign-ups will be in the cafeteria. The chorus department will be delivering singograms on Valentine's Day. If you would like to purchase one for your boo or friend, visit them at the table during lunch with Chase and the correct room numbers to surprise your special someone in first or second period. Finally, BSU will start selling candygrams for $2 in front of the cafeteria and media center today. And now to our host, Elias Fernandez.
What's up, Tigers? I'm your host, Elias Fernandez, and welcome back to your weekly episode of TigerTV On Air. We apologize for not having an aired episode last week. Digital Video Tech was doing certification testing, which allows for any and every CTE class to gain funding to build these amazing programs and to deliver shows you watch and love. And now today we have an amazing guest who's been here since the beginning of Tohopekalaiga High School in 2018. Please help me welcome the director of TKHS Chorus Department, Ms. Berge. So how are you doing today?
It's Berge.
Oh, Berge, yes.
So you know. Everyone gets it wrong, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. So, Ms. Berge, you've been here since the very beginning of the school. How do you feel it differs from then to now?
Oh my goodness. Opening a school is a lot harder than you think. They throw so much at you at once, and so it's kind of just trying to survive, and there's unlimited possibilities of what you could do with your program and where you could perform and all this stuff. So now it just feels like our culture and our identity is just solidified so much more than when we were just born, obviously. Mm-hmm. And so it's more exciting to, it's more exciting to be able to focus on the music and the performances instead of just thinking about how do I do this. And as a school, I feel like that's happening too. Like the department's working better together, and from that the whole school is working better together, more like cohesively.
And your program then to now, you feel like has grown a lot?
Oh my goodness, yes. Because our first year, they just threw anybody in any class, and then I had to do auditions and figure out, okay, which class is going to be the soprano and altos, and which class is going to be the tenor and basses, and which class is going to be mixed. And it was rough.
And before Tohopekalaiga, what did you do?
I taught at Horizon Middle School in Point Siena. So my middle schoolers graduated and either went to Liberty, Celebration, or Point Siena High School. So the complete opposite side of the county. Yeah, and I loved them. They were middle schoolers. So there were moments where I was just wanting to pull my hair out, but they really taught me how to be a good teacher, because you need to have patience in middle school, you need to have procedures, and you need to have love. So they really helped me. Yeah.
And would you say that they build you to the person that you are now?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, because I honestly went through a lot of struggle being a first year teacher in such a, I'm going to say it, a rough area. And especially with middle schoolers who aren't cognitively developed yet. I was just so appalled at the behavior. I would never have treated a teacher the way that they were treating me. And it made me realize how am I going to reach these kids? I actually had to fight for it. And fighting for something helps you realize how much you love it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And what brought you to Toho?
Honestly, I wasn't going to come here. When we heard that it was opening, I was like, oh, that's cool, another high school. Because again, I was on the opposite side of the district. But God opened the door 3 times, and I closed it twice. So the third time when it was, this person was asking me to go, and this person asked me to apply, and this person saying I want you to try. I just kept feeling every time it was brought up, it was knocking on the door hey. And so I just applied, and then Mr. Phelps, which was our first principal, we just clicked so well, and he had so much faith in me, and the district had so much faith in me, and it just, when people believe in you, it makes you want to do your best.
And what did you teach in Horizon Middle School?
I taught guitar. Yeah, I taught guitar. I taught chorus. I taught keyboard, and I think I taught music theory. I don't even remember. Yeah.
And let's talk about your home life. I believe you got married 2 years ago.
Yeah, during COVID, April 2020. Woo!
Yes, COVID is amazing. And you had a child.
Yeah. In August of last year, so May, June, July, 4 months after we got married, I found out that I was pregnant. So I was literally pregnant the entire school year from August until May. And it was so hard to teach during COVID. Well, to be pregnant and teach high school, because we all get up god awful early. And then also being pregnant, it was really, really hard. But if it wasn't for my students and my husband, I don't think I'd be here right now.
And do you think that teaching the kids will change the way, a perspective you see your child?
I think it's the opposite. As Liam is getting older, it's making me love my students more. Because I'm not their mom, but I'm like kind of a mentor. And if I care, I'm seeing how I'm already trying to help Liam build up a good life, and knowing I only have a few months or 1 more year or 2 more years left with these students who I love so much, I think that's helped a lot.
And let's go back to the program. What does your program mean to you?
Oh my goodness. Well, right now it means almost everything. My family means everything. And then where I spend my most time is actually here, not with my family. And that's a whole other subject. But the fact that I've been through so much personally and musically, and now I'm able to be the person that my students can rely on to learn from, and I want them to have a better life than I do. I want their 20s to be so much better than mine were. And I want to help build them up musically and personally. And so it's not just a job, it's like a mission.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And for the freshmen that when you were here, they were also new here too. How do you think they grew to they are now? And do you think they're ready for the real world? Yeah,
it brings me to tears sometimes thinking of specific seniors who were freshmen, like especially talent-wise, their voices have exploded. They can read so well. Like, you know, I give you a book, you can read it. If I gave you a piece of music, would you be able to just sing it?
Yeah.
And they can, and it's so cool. And personally, I'm so excited for them to go to college. I've never written so many recommendation letters since the last 4 years I've been here, because all these kids just have this fire and this passion, whether it's accounting or musical theater or vocal performance, or I have a student doing music therapy. It's so exciting to see how much they've grown.
And for any upcoming freshmen trying to join your program, what advice would you give them?
I would say don't be scared. I know that there are some teachers who can put a lot of fear in you, especially your voice is so personal. But my culture, my classroom is genuine family and contagious fun and radical hospitality. I have a whole list of house rules in my classroom. And especially as a freshman, my expectation on you is not to be super musical, it's to be super kind and wanting to have fun. And then my job is to teach you how to be musical. So just don't be afraid. And I would say to all freshmen, be a part of something. Because I have friends who never joined anything in high school, and they hated high school. They felt like they didn't have anyone to rely on, no identity, nothing to spark their interests. So just join something if you like it. That's great, you found your thing. If you don't like it, leave and try another thing.
And when you were in high school, did you ever think you were going to be teaching music or doing anything with music?
I actually went to college for aerospace engineering. But when I got to my junior year, I got an internship, and I was stuck behind a computer all day.
Yes.
And when I was at UCF, I was taking engineering classes, but also part of choir. But when I got my internship, there was no time for choir. So I literally wasn't doing anything musical, and it made me realize how much I loved it. So I was like, we need to reevaluate my life.
And finally, is there anything else you want to say?
Well, shout out to this program. I will say
you.
it has the difference between the first year and now is that I'm feeling like every program is getting amazing.
Starting to kick up, right?
Yeah, like of course, like band and chorus were really, really like strong with the people who came in. The theater department had to change. This department had to change. Digital audio had to change. But like now the people who are here and like the students who are spending all their time making sure these programs and projects are thriving, like I feel so confident for the future. So I thank you guys for doing this. This is so cool.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching today's episode 5 of Tiger TV featuring Miss Berger of Chorus Department. Follow our Instagram TKHS Tiger TV for more Into the Jungle daily announcements. Make sure to check out our other content here on Tiger TV Network YouTube by clicking Tiger TV On Air or here for Student TakeOver. We'll see you next week.